Hello, this is Biggsy doing another video, and day 2 of Moldavite. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's just really interesting stuff, actually. Right. So basically, I got some airing. Basically, I got some Moldavite. Last week I ordered some and it arrived, and yesterday I spent some time with it, and my other videos cover sort of like you know, first get it, what do you hold in your hand, that sort of thing. Can't even see what that is. Alright. It is my crater. It's very difficult. I see people walking across in the dark. I can't see them. So you just have to slowly approach. Yeah, so let's see. 360. Anyway, yeah. So I've done several videos actually. Sort of day 1, day 1.5, really, and now we're on to the second day. It was strange actually, because I showed earlier in my video that I've got what I call the bowl, and it is basically it's an orgonite pyramid. I'll say orgon just in case someone gets upset, but that's just something, you know, as a reference. Basically, it has got some metals, but it's also got other stuff in it. I don't think that really covers this copyright stuff about what's orgonite, what isn't. I think it's very petty, to be honest, but anyway, we won't get into all of that stuff. And so it was day 2, and what I've done is I put it in that vault, and I went off and brushed my teeth, and I basically noticed it started to, I don't know, it's a little noise in it, like it moved around in it. I thought, okay, and then I carried on, and then it did it again. It was trying to move, so I'm assuming it's still in there. I haven't bothered to try to check and take it out or anything. Check with inside the vault itself. So I'm assuming it's still in there. You hear the stories about it disappearing, but if it's got some quantum, some relationship to its movement, or either that something in my flat liked it and wanted to move it. It's a bit like, I swear, that I didn't have a dinosaur bone. Well, I got these dinosaur bones, like bits of shell and stuff, but I seem to have gained an extra piece, and I don't wonder where did that come from. I thought, well, maybe that's a gift. Yeah, because I was experimenting with rise frequencies and stuff like that. Tonight's pretty crazy. There's traffic, I'm stopping everywhere, checking all the junctions, so look, I'm switched on. Sort of like this guy, what's he up to? Take me out. Some sort of pit manoeuvre on me. So yeah, so anyway, I've noticed this, the Orgon pyramid started moving around, and I thought that was really unusual. Well, I heard it moving in there. I noticed later on that it seemed a bit moved forward as well, because I put it on my bed with some other my other devices, and I laid in my bed actually. I laid in my bed earlier, and when you use these Spooky 2 machine, it makes it like beep, 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 beep. Whatever the pattern is, basically, it's using this it's like sacred geometry or something, but with sound, so you get that. And it stimulates your DNA and all that sort of stuff. So you'd have to look that up. I can't really go into loads of detail about it. It's just it's a big subject, really, and if you don't understand sort of, I don't know, frequencies and things like that, you're not too sure about that, then you need to sort of at least take an hour or so to study it, because you'll go back to all sorts of stuff. So I noticed some beeping. I noticed this movement in his pot. I felt kind of the energy-wise. I felt like I wanted to rest, but I had loads of energy. Like I don't want to. Like there's something inside me wanting me to do things. You know, that like you want to sit down and do nothing, but actually you've got these things. You think, well, there's stuff I've got to do. So it's kind of that sensation. And so what it's been doing, I think, is also a lot of memories have been playing on my mind, a lot of emotional stuff. So it's quite true. It's very grounding, and it's brought up some emotional stuff, like, you know, stuff to do with like my daughter, a lot of concerns and worries about her, even sadness for my ex-wife. Actually, I sort of felt sorry for her, and, you know, would there have been a better way? And to be honest, it wouldn't, because we're just two different characters in time. You just wouldn't, you know, you can figure these things out, relationship dynamics. Could you see yourself with somebody for the rest of your life, and would they make you happy? And to be honest, it wouldn't. I'd rather just be single, not unless I find someone who really makes me feel good about myself, or has something there special. But there seems to be always a deal on the table, you know. I mean, obviously there's going to be like there's a kind of sort of co-independence, so there's a sharing, you know, what do you bring to their life, what they bring to yours, and I don't really expect to be sort of like babied or taken out, to looked after in some particular way. It's just I don't know what I really want. So these are the real deep things that's brought up. So I've got this deep grounding stuff, even over sort of conspiracy stuff, everything else is really deep grounding. So I'm kind of like losing interest in things on YouTube. I know most of them anyway, just variations of it, and, you know, what people are actually doing is just trying to run a bit of a business and also put a new take on things. And all they've done is they've just adopted the media model that was already out there anyway. The alternative media is based on the media, and when I think people become wise that it wasn't accurate what they were projecting out there, and a lot of it could be like hoax stuff, and it's about money, and like if I pay someone loads of money, could you create this vision of that Syria's like some evil war zone, when there might be areas of it like Turkey and they're quite nice, you know, and you should be embracing like the Muslims and stuff like that. Well, I mean, sort of like over the OTT, but there's obviously factions, there's even Christian factions that I get along with, you know, it's kind of the whole mixture. So that's just people are people, so put religion to one side. And when they're kind of enriched their lives, they don't need to go about being arseholes, basically. I think when they got nothing, they will preach gospels and look for reasons to cause trouble. It's a reflection of how they feel inside. It's not just any sort of dogma that's being whacked on top of it. So, you know, there's real deep stuff, but also there's kind of love. How do we build something more positive? And I just lose an interest. I lose interest in a lot of this stuff. Some of this race politics stuff I really lost interest in a long time ago. It's just so incompatible with this culture here that I've got, that, you know, people obsessed by this privilege and what colour I am and stuff. I mean, most white people don't walk around thinking they're white. I don't even wake up in the morning thinking white. I don't even think about it, to be honest. It's only when it comes up to this weird debate, somebody says, oh, well, you're white, aren't you, or something. I'd be like, I'd have to take time to think about it, but yeah, kind of, I guess so. You know, it's not. I don't know. It's sort of like I just see myself as some pink human entity. It's just I don't really know the full history, like which part of Europe, which part of Ireland. You know, was any of my family involved in slavery? Were we slaves? You know, is it important now? Because you've got to live in the present, and you could tell yourself a horrible story. You know, it's a bit like I never knew my grandfather very well, and during the war, I mean, he was a mathematician, so during the war, there's a famous line, during the war, and he basically used to fly Spitfires, and he was shot down twice. And I thought, well, maybe he's a bit of a rubbish pilot if he was shot down, but he did get really badly injured, really bad burn as well. So he went through pretty much hell for that. And it's only really on his deathbed that he said to somebody, I think he said to my uncle or to a relative, he said, you do actually know that I killed people. And I never knew that. I mean, I know he was very messed up over the war because he lost family and he never talk about it. But maybe that's the deepest, darkest part of it, is that he suffered loads and he caused suffering. There was no point in the war really at all. It was just a big charade for what it really was all about. So yeah, that's kind of very deep. It's very deep to think about that. So my character's redefining itself and grounding itself, which isn't a bad thing. There are more important things in my life I should be taking care of, like where I live and what I want out of life and where am I going with this life. You know, what sort of experiences would I like to have. Sometimes we do things because people tell us that it makes us happy. You know, like going on holiday to certain places. But what you've got to find out is what brings the most meaning, or what has the most syncretic type effect. So if I go there, I feel really connected to the place. I gain something from it. So yeah. Anyway, so that's just Moldavite. The Moldavite is just what it's been doing to me. I just keep it in a safe vault at the moment. It's just having a very reflective, self-analytical effect. And that's probably a warning as well. I think some people need to sort of deal with as much karma as possible. I definitely think it's good. It may have a different effect for different people, but it's just something to think about. And yeah, it's given me some other creative ideas. Anyway, this is Pigsy signing off. Have a great night, and speak to you soon.